What's happening, YouTube? This is Lemario here, bringing you another VGC14 narrated battle that I had on the battle spot in the double battles. Despite not adhering to VGC14 rules for present in rated doubles, there are enough players running around with VGC14 teams, so I thought I may do one upload in the lead up to Australian Nationals, which is on July the 13th, so not far away. So my opponent here is also from Australia. His name is Luke. His team that he brought to this match consists of Smeagol, Settlements, Kangaskhan, and Eggy Slash. And I decided to bring my Rotom Wash, Lucario, Talonflame, and Kangaskhan. So going into the match, I'm thinking to myself, that Smeagol must be a typical Smeagol set running Dark Void. Settlements is there for for Intimidate support. I did have Wigglytuff in my team of 6, although I decided not to bring it, taking into consideration the Eggy Slash and also considering that at this stage in the metagame at least, Wigglytuffs and also Bishops niches are well known, and I figured at this stage it's just too obvious a play to make. So without further ado, let's get this battle underway. Alright, so as you can see here, Luke will lead off with his Eggy Slash and his Kangaskhan, and I will lead off with my Rotom and Lucario. I chose this lead predicting, since he has a pretty diverse team. So he decides to withdraw his Eggy Slash and go into Salamence, which is a good play for him, lowering my attack. Lucario's as a lead acts as a method of countering Mega Kangaskhan, because obviously I cannot be faked out since I am running Inner Focus, and most of the time Lucario will Oko Mega Kangaskhan, so it is the best solution to Mega Kangaskhan I've seen so far. So Rotom Wash will protect, and interestingly enough, my opponent is obviously aware of the Inner Focus, so he'll go for Power Up Punch on his Kangaskhan, and I'm quite surprised he outspeeds me actually, so because I'm pretty certain my IVs and EVs are correct to outspeed Kangaskhan, even with base 90, because I believe Lucario is base 95 speed. But whatever the scenario is, I go for the close combat, and the Kangaskhan lives. So yeah, at this stage he'll withdraw it because he doesn't want to risk the extreme speed, which is exactly what I do just to be safe. So yeah, unfortunately I don't get my knock out the Kangaskhan because he switched to Eggy Slash. He'll just go for the safe Dragon Pulse here, and that will easily take out Lucario from that range, even if I did not have a defense drop. So Rotom here is just going to go for the Thunderbolt, and luckily for me, I get the Para Hacks. So this Choice Scarf Salamence is now pretty much crippled, and I will send in my Kangaskhan. Despite the Salamence being paralyzed, I decide that I want to get rid of it because I don't want it firing off Draco Meteors, which, to be honest with you, I don't like taking too much if I can avoid them. So Kangaskhan will go straight for the Ice Beam here. This is indeed my mixed Kangaskhan set, and one hit is enough to take out the Salamence. So at this stage, Rotom fires off a little bit, but I miss. So as you can see in this match, there is a degree of hacks on both sides, which is both fortunate and unfortunate. So the Eggy Slash will go for the Flash Cannon onto my Kangaskhan, getting it down to 71 HP. He'll send in his own Kangaskhan, which is already taken quite a bit of considerable damage from Lucario, so I decide to withdraw my Kangaskhan for later and send in Talonflame. Now Rotom here will go for Protect, and he will indeed fake out the Kangaskhan slot, which ends up faking out my Talonflame, which is fine. I was going to predict that he would attack my Rotom Wash, but interestingly he went for a Flash Cannon with the Eggy Slash onto Rotom Wash, so I'm a little bit surprised, but again, I also think to myself that he may be anticipating the Citrus Berry and trying to avoid doing the amount of damage that would take me down to it. So the next turn, his Eggy Slash would go for King Shield. And he also switched in Smeagol before, as I forgot to mention. Seeing Smeagol, I decided to Brave Bird it, and obviously, yeah, the Focus Sash comes into play. So Rotom Wash goes for the Hydro Pump, but unfortunately the Eggy Slash is protected by King Shield, and yeah, at this stage, the Smeagol also shows that it has King's Shield, but at this stage, I'm anticipating that it will have the King's Shield, and I want to double target it with 2 methods of attack. So Brave Bird won't hit, Talonflame will go to -2, but as you can see, I also target Smeagol with the Will-O-Wisp, because I don't want it getting off anything, any Dark Voids in particular, if I can help it. So the Eggy Slash goes to the Shadow Ball, and it does get me down to my Citrus Berry. So that is good for me, and the Smeagol will die to burn damage. So that was a very good play on my part to actually double target the Smeagol and burn it, anticipating the King's Shield, knowing that King's Shield can not do anything against the Stardust move, such as Will-O-Wisp. So the Kangaskhan here will go for the Fake Out, and that will take care of my Talonflame. And yeah, at this stage, Rotom will go for Will-O-Wisp, because I want to get some residual damage onto that Eggy Slash, just in case it decides to do some King Shield shenanigans as well. So, questionably again, he goes for Flash Cannon. I'm not sure if he saw or remembers that my barrier was already activated earlier. I sent in my own Kangaskhan, and figured to myself, I've got this game wrapped up, and Kangaskhan, I think, is my win condition with that Fake Out pressure. So I did indeed do Fake Out his own Kangaskhan, and yeah, at this stage, Rotom is just going to go for a Hydro Pump, which will do quite a bit of damage to the Blade form Eggy Slash. The Eggy Slash will attack my Kangaskhan with the Flash Cannon and KO it, but thanks to the burn damage, it is going to faint this turn. So, and that's a narrow 1-0 win to me. So, good game, Luke, especially if you're watching this, and thank you again for watching. This will probably be my last upload before Australian Nationals, as I do want some time to prepare, and obviously not reveal too much. But if you are at Australian Nationals, I look forward to seeing you there, and yeah, I'd also like to have a few matches with you here and there if you're interested in challenging me. And yeah, until next time, take care.